Remember when I said I wasn't picking up anything for Black Friday? Technically, I didn't lie. Hello there. So, as you can see by the title, today I'm going to be going over, it's a very, very weird video. Last year, my Black Friday haul looked a little like this. So, that is very cool to get. But this year, I decided that first off, I do not have enough space in this room to start collecting a brand new Lego theme like I did with Sonic last year. But I also got a lot of things for free on or around the Black Friday sales period, shall we call it. So today we're going to go over it. Not all of these are relating to Lego or any sort of brick company. These are just literally everything I got Black Friday. So we're going to start off with the Lego Star Wars and Lego compatible pieces, and then slowly get away from Lego as we go out. But before we take a look at the first item that I got delivered here, I want to go over something that you did for me over the Black Friday weekend. Now, I was not feeling the greatest over the weekend, so I wasn't able to get back to all your comments, and I haven't even made a post about this actually. I'm only now saying it in this video, and this video does go out in a few days' time, so there's still time for me to make a post. Hopefully I remember. But probably about a week ago, I made a video, a call to arms, not just any video, asking you to subscribe. There was, I think, like 85% of you that weren't subscribed, and that number has gone down. Last I checked, it was like 84.2 or something around that. So it hasn't gone down too much, but it's gone down a bit more because we can now get rid of the 3 on this little subscriber sign, because somehow I was expecting to do it by the end of the year, and 4 or 5 days later, we've hit 4,000 subscribers. Now, we're not at 5,000 yet. It would be really, really nice to hit 5,000 by the end of the year. So if you haven't subscribed and are enjoying this content, please do hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. YouTube seems to like when people plug it, so why not? It just notifies you unless you switch your notifications off. Anyway, we're going to be changing this 3. I have the pieces over here on my desk into a 4. It shouldn't be too hard if I have all the right pieces, because we're just going to need, yep, I think I'm missing a 1x2. But now we've got all the right pieces. Which way does a 4 go round? I think it's this way, but we can stand this on the display. From someone with a maths degree, that is not great, not knowing where a 4 goes round. But that seems to look correctly. We are finally at 4K plus subscribers. Again, we're approaching 5K very, very quickly. And at 10K, I will be building a UCS set of your choice. I think the last poll came up with the Razor Crest in the lead, so we'll have to see what new UCS sets come out. But it will likely be the Razor Crest or Jabba's Salvage, or one of the big sets. Loads of minifigures, a lot to build, not just a Interceptor, X-Wing, or A-Wing, because I really do want to go big, go home, because then at 100K subs, I am building a minifigure Scout Star Destroyer. Don't worry, I have not forgotten about that. We are still going ahead with the minifigure Scout Star Destroyer. How we're going to do it, that sounds like a problem for future me, but we are going to get it done. Anyway, thank you so much for 4,000 subscribers. Honestly, we started the year at 500. I know I keep saying this recently. It's just mind-boggling that we are this far on, because I've been doing this for a few years now, but really, really enjoying the Lego side. And that brings us into the first freebies we got from Filoni Clones. So just for those of you that don't know, though, I'm sure you've all heard of Filoni Clones by now. This is where I get most of my custom clone troopers, though he doesn't just do clone troopers. In fact, it's sort of a partnership. Sam and Nat over there, very, very lovely people, and check them out. They have a store, and through this link, you'll also find their whatnot, where you can get some discounts on some of the minifigures they sell.
There you go. And I'll put this in there as well. Let's see. Oh, Master Moldy. Congrats on that. What figure would you like? We've got Suarez, we've got Dragon Ball, we've got Thor, or Hermione.
But like you saw just before this clip, I'll insert the clip of me winning this minifigure. This isn't the only thing I got for free, but this is why they have a portion of this video. I got this Luis Suarez minifigure in his Uruguay kit. A few famous moments I might try recreating here on the channel. We've, of course, got the Hand of God handball, which he said is the better of the 2 Hand of God moments. I'm not quite sure he can beat Maradona, but he's also got the goal against, I think he knocked out England with a pretty decent goal. and of course the infamous bite. So if you'd like to see me recreate some of Suarez's moments, perhaps we can get some England players and other players, or at least other kits to create other players for that mock. But really nice 360-degree printing. Technically none on the underside of the legs, but I might use them in a future mock. But the real reason we are here recording a section, in fact, this is the reason I am making this video at all. When I first come into contact with Sam from Filoni Clones, thank you for reaching out, because I have filled up my clone display with pretty much more custom clones than official Lego versions. I really wanted to get some of these cards. I'm so excited to be revealing these. In fact, I'm going to flip them over. We have one in a case, one in a sleeve, and two of these regulars, which, if you know your Pokemon, there's a rare one, there's a shiny, and there's two common ones that not exactly common. You can't go down to your local offie and pick these up in a pack. But these are Filoni Clones. This is the logo of Filoni Clones. Nice yellow backdrop with that shiny clone on it, looking very shiny. Hopefully we can get a few shiny cards today. At least technically they're all shiny, really, if you shine the light in them. But the cards have a little information about these clones. These are all Clone Trooper cards. I think they are all Clone Troopers as far as the cards that Filoni Clones makes. I'm yet to catch a card stream, so hopefully I'll have a few more of these for the future, because I think it'd be really cool to have one for most of the Clone Troopers that I own. But we've got Vaughn here, 332nd Captain, I believe it is, based on the insignia on the torso. 75 attack and a 70 defense, which is pretty cool. I think that's quite well rounded. Vaughn is a captain after all, so that does make sense. And then we've also got the other, I don't like calling them common cards, but I guess they are somewhat common cards. We have Commander Cody, formerly designated CC2224, was a clone commander of the 212th Legion during the Clone Wars, which is nice. We get that little bit at the bottom as well, because it does make it feel like an official card. I wonder if I can get these graded like Pokemon cards and just have some PSA 10 Filoni clone cards on the shelf. Anyway, 85 attack, 90 defense, which, you know, Commander is going to be above a captain, so that is nice. But now we're getting on to our shiny card. This is shiny guaranteed because, well, I have already looked at both of these cards, so I know what's coming. We have a shiny 2/12. The attack and defense isn't as good as some of the other cards, but it is just a regular foot soldier, so 30-30 is not too bad. The 2/12 were known for their successful tactics and involvement in several major battles. I don't know if you can see that there, but let's get a close-up of that shine. Look at that. Shiny, shimmering, splendid. I really like how it's sort of like these glass fragments shining all over. That is a really, really nice effect. And honestly, I can stand here for hours just waving this around and staring into the shine. But we've got to continue at some point, reveal the number one. Have a quick guess. You don't need to put it down in the comments or anything. Just guess who you think is on this card. We've got Vaughn Cody 2/12. It could be a 501st. It could be a specific member of the 501st. Like, oh boy, Captain Rex. Another shiny card. Another holographic card. I really like the rainbow effect on it. Rex, designated CT7567, was clone commander of the 501st Legion during the Clone Wars, which, again, a nice little bio, I guess, for these cards. Now, Rex is 90 attack and 85 defense, which is Cody flipped, which I think is perfect for these two characters. Rex likes to run out guns blazing, and Cody sits back a little more and plans out, tries to hold off the enemy rather than just pushing them with Rex and Sky Guy. So these are really, really nice. We can get these out, and as I am not too fussy with my card conditions and that, again, if we can get these graded, I think that would just be really, really fun to do. I know it's going to cost, and you know, the cards aren't necessarily going to be worth that anywhere near what we're probably going to end up paying to grade all of these, but I think that would be really, really cool. We can get a nice look at that solid rainbow effect. That's the reflection of my light that's just being refracted over the face of the card and coming across as that really nice rainbow effect. But for now, we will put Rex back in this case. I don't think I'll be investing in cases for the others, but I am going to need somewhere to display this. So if you know how I can display these with the minifigures, perhaps that could be quite good. I've got them in the hex displays. We might need to make some custom hex displays so I can display these on top. But this is only the first step of our Black Friday 2024 haul. So let's get these out of the way and bring across this blue book. Now, this isn't what I got Black Friday. I've had this for a while, and if we open it up, perhaps this can be its own video in the future. If any of you are fans of stamps or coins, I have a neat little collection here, and on the next page you'll be able to see, we'll keep that one open because I have a ton of Christmas stamps, and of course, it being early December, we've got some brand new Christmas stamps. But all of these stamps, I don't know if I put last year's in here actually, but most of these stamps at least have come from the reign of Queen Elizabeth. So I know it's not going to mean much to most of you because I have a large overseas audience, but I feel like this page is full and it sort of had its time. There's going to be no more. I mean, I might get the odd Christmas stamp that I'm missing from here. I think I've got a few firsts and seconds that are missing their counterparts. Like here, we've got a first without a second. But I have decided to start a brand new page, and I have quite a few pages of stamps. So genuinely, if you want to have a look at all the different stamps, a few from over the world, a few of these special ones, like all the Star Wars ones as far as I'm aware. I don't think they've released another Star Wars stamp collection. There is part 1, part 2, and there was a part 3. I think I picked these up at a Star Wars event in the O2. But here are the 2 stamps that I've got brand new. We've got this one, which is a first class stamp of Liverpool Cathedral, and this one, which is a second class stamp of, I believe, Edinburgh Cathedral. If you know where both of these are, definitely let me know in the comments, but we have to add these to my stamp collection. And these are, I guess, the first ones that go in underneath the new King Charles stamps, which I have the purple ones, but if you saw on the first page with the Queen Elizabeth stamps, there are a ton of different colors that not only are out now, but also come out over the year. So this is the start to my King Charles Christmas stamp collection and all the other specials that I'm sure we will be getting. So I had to capture this moment on video, on camera, and as you can see, we've got a few like spring flowers and different Guernsey stamps as well that I've got in this collection. So if this is something you would like to see, I have a few coins at the back here as well, mostly UK coins, though there are a few European and American coins as well on there. And maybe one day we can open like a PO box and even some pennies. We can collect pennies from around the world, stamps from around the world. But this is my stamp book. It's quite a hefty book. I might need a new one just for coins. But that is still not everything I got for completely free this Black Friday, and I'm going to save the best till last. But just before then, I've been opening my advent every single day of December so far, which as of recording this video is just the first 2 days of December. But my mum has actually made me my own advent calendar, and I didn't include this in day 1 because I opened it a bit later in the day. But I've got this pen from it. It's not a chocolate advent or that. It's like a homemade crafty advent calendar, which is really, really nice because I can't actually see ahead to what's going to be put in the next day. But we've got this multicolored pen, which is really, really cool. The reindeer sort of dances around the top, and I just wanted to show it off because I completely missed it in the first short. But if you are interested or want something to watch whilst you open your advent calendar of the morning, I am now opening 3 advents, but mainly focusing on the 2002 Lego Star Wars one. So far, we've taken a look at minifigures, at trading cards, at advent calendars, at stamps and coins, although there were no new coins, not yet at least. I should add the others into the book. But there is one more thing that I picked up, and I technically got this for free because I used a voucher that I got earlier on in the year. Now, if you couldn't tell, I'm a big West Ham fan. It's a sports team over here in the UK. You've probably heard of it because they do compete in the Premier League, and they're a pretty decent team. But I have a few different bits dotted around. I'm not sure there's anything behind me, but the jumper and the hat does give it away if you know your UK sports teams. Anyway, the kits have been silly money. You're looking at £75 now just for a top. And personally, I'd rather spend that money on 2 tickets to a game, because that's what it costs if you want to sit right up close to the pitch. So the kits are just way too expensive, and for that reason, the last couple of years I've been collecting just tops and not had the chance to get any shorts or socks because they just clear out as soon as they hit a sale. However, my fiance made me aware that they do pajama kits that are, well, I say pajama kits, I think they're technically lounge kits that are not just the top, which is styled the same as the new top, and they're made of cotton, so they're a lot nicer than the sports materials when you're not a very sportsy person. But they also come with shorts, which is really, really nice because, like I said, I haven't got shorts for, I don't remember the last time I got a kit with shorts, and I'm constantly wearing shorts. You can't see it whilst I'm recording videos, but if I'm recording a video, there is a solid chance I'm wearing a pair of shorts. So I think that mostly wraps up everything I got for Black Friday. I'm going to be wearing that to, I've got a game coming up actually, so that's arrived perfectly in time for that. Not only was that free, but the voucher also covered delivery and also had a little bit left over, so I just donated that to them. There's a few things you might notice around the background as well, which I might as well point out now. Captain Rex has some penguin ears, which were given to me by my nan. We've got a penguin hat on Boba Fett. Again, if you weren't aware, I really like West Ham and I really like penguins around Christmas time. They're not my favourite animals, but they're definitely up there and perhaps one of my favourite animals. And then also just behind me on the AT-AT, we have got a Christmas tree hat. Christmas is just so fun and I really want to show it off in my display and in my background. And even if it's not Christmas, perhaps it can get some festive spirit into the rest of the year if you are coming back and watching at a later date. But that is everything that I think I got around this Black Friday this year. Hopefully next year there's a few more Lego sets, but the sales this year just weren't that good. We looked over them in my final live stream of the year. I will be returning early January with something to build. I have no idea yet what that something is, but it will be a Lego set and we'll be building it live together. So I hope to find you there. But check out all the other videos on my channel. There's enough of them. You don't need any on screen now. I will leave the playlist for the advent calendar on screen, as well as my Moldy Makes playlist actually, which is why we hit 4K so soon. Honestly, the support of them has been crazy. Thank you all so much, and may the bricks be with you always.